What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we have some clutch mods. There is a brand new ECS braided steel clutch line in here. I'm about to pop this open, but before I install that, I gotta rotate my tires, empty my catch can, put spacers on the girlfriend's car, and I'm gonna pull my intake out and whatever else I need to and do this mod. I won't be able to bleed the clutch until my roommate gets off work, and that's like 3.5 hours from now. So I'm gonna knock all this other shit out while I wait for him, and then put this baby in last. Looking for the part number, there it is. I'll still put a link in the description if you plan on doing this, but here's the line, and then it comes with 2 new clips and then something to hold the line as well. I'm not sure where this is gonna go, but okay. So the reason why I'm doing this is I talked to a guy on Instagram. I'll have to link his name down there. Shout out to this homie. He was telling me about the clutch mods he has for his car, and he said he had the Swirl delete, something like that. And basically at the end of this line where it goes like in the firewall, there's like this little cylinder thing, and brake fluid goes through that. Well, for your clutch line, your brake fluid is for your clutch. And basically it's just another stopping point in the line of the fluid where it's getting slowed down. So deleting that and replacing it with this line as a whole should make the clutch feel a little bit better and might help a little bit with launches. So I'll take anything that helps me connect more with the car driving wise. So we're going to replace that today. Here we go. It's about 3,000 miles on the catch can. Oh yeah. There you go, guys. Even more proof that you should get a catch can. This is 3,000 miles, not even any miles on the track. I haven't had a track day since I last emptied this about 2 weeks ago when I got to Pennsylvania. So this is driving from Pennsylvania to New Mexico and then Albuquerque and back with a little bit of street racing. Shit is gross. So yeah, if you've been on the fence about a catch can, definitely grab one. Racing line is the best there is, but I digress. Just got the girlfriend's car jacked up. Her car's pretty stock. You can tell here how far the wheels sit in. So she ordered herself some spacers. We got 13s for the front, 15s for the rear, with new extended lugs as well. So I'm about to throw those on for her. She's out of town for a couple weeks for work, so we're gonna get to work on her car. Alright guys, well this is what it looks like stock. And then here the other side I got 15 in the rear and 13 in the front. I'm digging it. It looks a lot better. Now she's about to order springs. Looks real good. Alright guys, so here's the meat of the video. Excuse me with my shirt off, it's like 90 something degrees, but you gotta pull your intake, pull your battery, and this is what we get to. We're here. We are replacing this line right here. It goes under, turns into a hard line. Alright, there's the hard line, and it goes to this, they call it a swirl thing of some sort, and this is going to be deleted. So we're going to take off this whole line, including that piece, unhook it from the firewall back there, and then just run the clutch line from the firewall to here, and then we'll bleed it and see how she drives. I highly recommend wearing gloves because brake fluid, and have some towels in the bay and some cloths on the floor, or a oil bucket, or just something so you catch this fluid. And imagine quite a bit's gonna piss out, and then obviously have fluid to replace it. Alright, first things first, pull the clip off of this where it's on the firewall. And once you pull the clip out, you can just pull it out, and now we're gonna see all the fluid leak out. Actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's gonna keep pissing though. Alright, if you have a friend handy or the line, just go ahead, plug the line in, get that to stop from peeing everywhere, and then put your clip in. It's gonna be a little difficult. Alright guys, to get this out, you're gonna have to pull the swirl piece off the line and take it out, and then you'll snake the line back out towards the front of the car, and there is one clip that's holding it in. You'll just use your 2 fingers and pull it towards the motor, and it'll pop right off. And now we'll pull this line out and hopefully not make a mess. Alright guys, this is the clip that holds the clutch line in. I wasn't sure how it came out, but obviously the clutch line goes in here, so that pulls out, like I said, towards the motor. But to get this out, I just used a pair of pliers and it ripped right out, but apparently this slides out, and then it allows it just to pull right out. But this is too thin for the new line, so they did include a new clip. This should pop right in its place and then hold the line nice and still while you're out there banging all them gears. So we'll pop this in. I already got the clips in, so yeah, we'll start to bleed here shortly. Alright guys, so essentially what we did this upgrade for is to get rid of this guy. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but apparently it helps with the clutch feel when you delete this thing. So there you go. That was into the block, this was into the line, and then this is the old line. This went here. Or no, it went into this side. And then that went into the bleeder block. So next up is to refill the brake fluid reservoir and get to bleeding it. I got this little contraption set up, water bottle, hose, and we'll bleed the fluid right into here for easy disposal. Alright, here's my little ghetto setup. You are going to want to open that valve, have this go into something, sit there and pump the brake pedal until you don't see bubbles coming out of the line anymore. Make sure you keep the reservoir topped off, because if you let air get in the system, you just basically ruin what you were trying to not do. So make sure that's full at all times. Pump this until you don't see air bubbles, close it up, pump some more, open it up, see if there's any more bubbles. Just keep repeating and filling up your fluid until there's no more bubbles, and you're good to go. Alright guys, with that all being said, she's all done. The line's in there nice and secure. It's held up, goes all the way back, clips right into where that thing used to be back there. And she bled, she feels good. I'm actually not going to go test drive it yet. While I have the intake out of the car, I'm actually going to clean it. It's the Volkswagen Racing, or Racing Line, whatever you want to call it, foam filter, and you're supposed to clean it basically every like 7 to 10,000 miles. Well, I just put like 5,000 something miles in my car in the past like 3 weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull the filter out, clean it, and it's still relatively freaking hot, so it should have plenty of sun to dry it off here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the car mostly back together, everything but the intake obviously, clean that out, and then tomorrow morning I'll go for a nice drive and let you guys know how it feels. What's up guys, it's the next day, about to do the very first drive with the new clutch line. I kind of freaked out at first because I got all these lights and stuff. I was like, what the hell? Like my TPMS and all this, my ESC. I was like, oh wait, yeah, I did unplug the battery. I totally forgot about, really freaked out. I thought I broke a sensor or something. So I'm gonna take it around the block, see how it feels on the shorter shifts, and I had to restart the car to get these lights to go away, and then we'll really take a drive around town. I'll let you guys know if I feel any bit of a difference. Just pressing the pedal down, it does feel a little more, I don't know, there. It's probably because it's like freshly bled, so we'll see how it actually feels with the engagement and such. Alright, well, it wasn't a total waste of money. I'm glad I could actually feel a difference. If I had to guess, I'd say somewhere between 15 and 20% more responsive. Like, it's a bigger line, so more fluid can get through it faster. So you gotta think how that translates to the clutch pedal feel. I feel like I can just do more quicker. I could probably shift a little bit quicker. Take off, like starting from a stop, just, you know, regular traffic. It doesn't really feel any difference. Doing, say, like you're slowing down, coming up to a stoplight or a stop sign, you're not rev matching, you're just downshifting, letting off the clutch real slow. Like, you can feel a little bit of a difference there, but really overall it just feels just quicker. Like, the engagement point's still the same. Like, it's not any harsher on your leg, like weight wise or anything, but it's definitely like more responsive. And that's my review of the brake line, or the clutch line. It's definitely, I would buy it if you're, you know, a real big manual guy and all that, and you want all the mods. Definitely grab that ECS line and delete the swirl valve. The real test will be when I go and do some dig racing, how that feels like, dropping the clutch, you know, launching the car, and then on autocross, we'll see how it feels, you know, shifting and actually racing. But for now, as dailying, just driving around, it feels pretty solid. Shout out to Racing Line for their intercooler. It's 93 degrees out, and my intake temps doing some watt pulls, like, was no hotter than 8 degrees above that. So it was like 101, 103, doing some pulls outside. It's freaking hot out, and that intercooler is definitely putting in some work. So shout out to them, and yeah. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip flop.